My name's Bob Larkin. I'm running for mayor of Two Harbors. I want to take a few moments of your time to tell you why I'm running for mayor of Two Harbors and what some of the issues are that Two Harbors faces now and into the future. My wife Doris and I live at 409 3rd Avenue. We have 3 children and 2 grandchildren. And believe me, as a grandfather, these are the greatest grandchildren in the world. And also, I get a chance to spoil them and leave them. Well, let me tell you a little bit more about my wife and myself. Doris worked at Sunrise Nursing Home for 4 years as a director of nursing. Some of you may know her. Myself, you might remember me from the Tales of Two Harbors, where I narrated the history of Two Harbors. Or some of you may know me from the golf course, because I spend a lot of time there rangering and playing golf. Some of you may know me from the bowling alley, because in the winter that's my activity in place of golf. First, I will tell you that I have never been involved in government before, but that will not be a deterrent for me, because what I do bring, I bring 35 years of financial experience. That 35 years of financial experience allows me to look at a balance sheet or an income statement and tell you what's going on within the organization. And it doesn't make any difference whether it's a business or government. There are very fundamental practices that occur within government and the business community that we need to manage with. And I will be able to help the council interpret what the financial statements are saying. The one thing that I did see in the financial statements was that we have somewhere between a $10 and $11 million investment fund. Now, the investment fund is comprised of a number of different funds, the enterprise funds, the utility funds, etc. But the thing that puzzles me in looking at our finances is that the statutes indicate that we only need to keep 50% of our operating budget in the investment fund. Currently, with the $10.5 to $11 million, that means we might have an excess of between $3 and $4 million. So I'm puzzled by the fact that I'm being told that I can't have a new street or new gutter when I think there is a potential surplus there. That surplus also can be utilized to be able to leverage ourselves with various entities to maybe get matching grants. Grants where we might put in 50% and the grant puts in 50%, which allows us to get a bigger bang for the buck. You know, collaboration is a big word, but really the definition of collaboration is people working together. Now, we need to collaborate within the community, between government and the community, but we can't always get our projects done with our own internal collaboration. We need to take and look outside of ourselves and collaborate with other entities. For example, we should be collaborating with the county to possibly be able to take some of that surplus and get a bigger bang for our buck with collaborating with the county in terms of some projects that we may have to, like for infrastructure. Because if we collaborate with the county and taking part of our surplus and they taking some of their funds, we will get a bigger bang for the buck because we're all gaining from it. It's a win-win. As an offshoot of collaboration, we begin to have unity of community and government. And what I'm talking about there is I'm talking about the community and government working together to deal with some of the issues that we have within Two Harbors, as well as I think we really have some examples of it already. And I'll cite one of them, or possibly 2 of them here, but one of them is the Harbors Hills project. That was community and government working together in a very positive and tasteful way to provide some housing to the community that was needed. Another place where I have seen community and government working together is at the golf course. The golf course revenues are up, costs are down, the golfers are happy, and the tourists are stopping as a result of government and community working together to enhance one of our recreational opportunities. As I've talked with some of you in the community, I have realized that, True Harbors really has an issue within the community about housing. And I'm talking about affordable and quality housing for all ages. Right now, if I were to take a look at myself as an example, I live in a 2-story home. I do not have a bathroom on the first floor, so I have to go up the stairs. If something happened to my health or my wife's health, we would be facing a change of moving from our home of 13 years, but we haven't got a lot of alternatives, so we need to continue to develop more housing for our senior citizens. The last few years of development, like Harbor Hills, have been more upper end development. Well, that also tells me that we need to have some housing that is developed for our young folks. Housing that they can afford with quality. So what I'm really saying here is that Two Harbors has a problem, or not a problem, but an issue with providing housing for all ages. And we as a city should be a partner in that development of that housing. I believe that the mayor's position is a full-time position and cannot be taken lightly. The mayor is the face of the community. And it's not only the face of the community in community activities, but it is the face of the community outside of the community. It is the face of Two Harbors for the Tom Box, David Dills, and Jim Oberstars. It is the face that goes out there and gets those resources that we need to fix our own internal issues of the infrastructure, such as the streets, the sewer, the gutters. It's not a part-time job. It's full-time. And being the face of the community, not only locally, but outside of Two Harbors, is one of the most important jobs that the mayor has to do. What I see in the community right now is that we need to build more community pride and share with the world outside of ourselves what we have. And as I worked my way through this campaign, I thought about what would be neat to see on the water tower in Two Harbors. And the one thing that came to mind to me was a superior way of life in Two Harbors. Wouldn't that be neat to see that over the viaduct? A superior way of life? We're sending a message to the people outside of us that we are a community, active, and we like what we have. So, as mayor, I want to begin to develop and build that pride of community that we can share, because we love the quality of life we have here, and we should be telling everybody what a great life it is. Well, finally, as the campaign continues, I will continue to dialogue with you through video from my website, Larkin for Mayor. We will continually be changing the website and updating you with the issues that we see are important to Two Harbors. So I humbly ask for your vote on November 4th.